Hello, what we're going to do in this video is a walkthrough of the resources available on the rethinkvape.org website. This website landing page was developed in collaboration with teenagers because what adults think is really good information or how it's presented very often differs between what teens need to hear and how teens want it to look. So this is essentially a landing page that you can just scroll down, or you can go to the headers and it will take you right to the different parts of the website. So if a teen uses the QR code given on other resources and it takes them to this page and they can find out whatever kind of information they'd like to know. Some really helpful things sometimes with teenagers are if you can show them that they're being manipulated by adults. They don't really like that any more than the rest of us do. And this section shows the big brands like Altria and Reynolds and Imperial or British Tobacco as well, the different traditional cigarettes they own, and then you can look down and you can see the vape devices that are owned. Altria, of course, owns quite a few, including a 35% stake in Juul. We've tried to make the health risks accessible for teens rather than sending too over-the-top research generated. So we talk about how it impacts lung functions that vape devices have actually blown up. It's not a prevalent occurrence, but it does happen. Different heart problems, poisoning, and choking. And then we talk about the impact of secondhand vapor, which you learned about in the first training video. But what's really exciting here for adults is our resources. We have resources for parents, for educators, for health providers, and for teens. All you have to do is click on any of the plus signs, or you can just scroll. So let's look at provider resources. You have a health provider info sheet, the information for providers, which is similar to the original lengthy video you saw at the beginning of the program. A quick reference guide, illustrations of lung tissue and lung function, depending on whether you smoke, don't smoke, or use vape devices. Pocket card that I mentioned in the training video, coding and billing guidance, which we'll talk about more in depth in another video, and the display card and the wall poster, all available for you to download. We've also included evidence-based materials from other health professionals and other scientists because we don't reinvent the wheel. We just try to fill in the gaps of things that we think are necessary that aren't on the available internet at the moment. So if you want to know what the AAP has to say, or some training videos that they came up with, or a visual dictionary of vape products, which is really helpful, you can go to any of these sites, click on them, and it'll take you directly there. But we do the same thing for parents. Easy to understand, short. Some of the existing resources are really good, but they're also really long. And most people aren't going to sit down and read 4 or 5 pages worth of information. So we've kept it brief. But some of these parent resources are for help with addiction to cigarettes, and they're usually parent programs in parallel with teen programs. Once again, all of the information is available in both Spanish and English for parents and teens, whichever is the more appropriate language for you to use. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us. And if you don't see something here, we probably have something, or I will find you something that will help you with whatever your question is or a need you see in your practice that we don't already have a resource for. So when you have a minute, take some time, scroll through the site, click on the resources available for each group to see what's available and what's helpful to you and your patients and their families. Have a great day.